Top 10 Funniest Deaths in Movies. In the real world, death is a difficult thing to confront head-on and is quite miserable. However, in cinema, sequences with sad and funny deaths are remembered and even commemorated with awards and critical acclaim that spark heavy emotions across the board. Welcome to Binge TV, and here are the top 10 funniest deaths in movies. 10th place, Emil, Robocop 1987. In a film with overlong death scenes, including the protagonist's own, when Alex Murphy is shot to pieces by the bad guy loudmouthed henchman Emil gets the short straw. Trying to run Robocop down, Emil crashes his van into a vat of toxic waste, tumbling out of the back doors in a flood of acidic liquid, which then begins to melt him from the outside in. Poor Emil wanders around the steel mill like moaning and blubbering as his flesh sloughs off. After freaking viewers out for 2 scenes longer than strictly necessary, Emil finally gets put out of his and our misery when his boss, Boddicker, accidentally runs him down. Emil bursts into almost nothing but gelatinous red ooze when the car hits him, having almost completely liquefied by this point and only being held together by hope. 9th place, Julius Gaw, Jason Takes Manhattan. Julius Gaw was a supporting character in Jason Takes Manhattan. He was a student at Lakeview High School and was the school boxing champion. Julius was one of the students who set off on a field trip to New York. Julius's death is one of the most hilarious deaths in the series. Julius tries to call 911 when suddenly Jason appears and attacks him. Julius quickly climbs up a ladder to a rooftop, and the masked psychopath follows him there. When Julius sees no option left, he decides to fight the monster bare-knuckled. He attacks Jason and lands several blows, but nothing affects him. Eventually, Julius wears himself out, leaving him vulnerable, and dares Jason to take his best shot. Jason, with a single uppercut, severs Julius's head, sending it tumbling off the roof and into a dumpster. 8th place, Chad, Burn After Reading. Burn After Reading features an all-star cast, but the funniest performance is from Brad Pitt as Chad, a simple yet well-meaning gym employee. When trying to help out his friend, Chad agrees to sneak into a CIA officer's apartment to steal classified emails. Unfortunately, Chad finds himself in the bedroom of a government agent. When the agent opens his closet and finds Chad hiding in there with an apologetic smile, the agent instinctively shoots Chad in the face. What makes the scene even more ridiculous is that Harry and Chad are leading separate strands of the movie's convoluted plot and are about to meet, compare notes, and solve all of their problems together, and thanks to Clooney shooting his best mate in the face, his character never finds out exactly what is going on. It's a movie about total idiots being utterly clueless about how stupid they are. 7th place, Marvin, Pulp Fiction. Pulp Fiction is a neo-noir black comedy crime film that shows darkly hilarious scenes and lines. Much of Pulp Fiction's action revolves around characters who are either in the bathroom or need to use the toilet. Marvin is a minor character, but his death is among the most memorable in Pulp Fiction. While riding in the backseat of a car, Travolta's character leans back to ask Marvin his opinion on something, but mid-sentence, he accidentally shoots Marvin in the face, which splatters blood all over everything. This then inspires perhaps the best line in the film, which is, "Oh man, I shot Marvin in the face." After Marvin's absurd death, Vincent and Jules wash up in Jimmy's bathroom, where they get into a contretemps over a bloody hand towel. When the dinner holdup turns into a Mexican standoff, Honey Bunny whines, "I gotta go pee." 6th place, Boba Fett, Star Wars, Return of the Jedi. Boba Fett was a human bounty hunter whose career spanned decades, from the fall of the Galactic Republic to the rise of the Galactic Empire. He was an unaltered clone of the famed Mandalorian bounty hunter Jango Fett. Boba emulated his father and genetic donor by wearing a customized suit of Mandalorian armor. Trained in combat and martial skills from a young age, Fett was one of the most feared bounty hunters in the galaxy during the reign of Emperor Palpatine. He became a legend throughout his career, which included contracts for both the Empire and the extensive criminal underworld. During the last days of the Separatist crisis, Boba and Jango retreated to Geonosis, where the latter was killed in battle by Jedi Master Mace Windu. Boba sought vengeance by attempting to assassinate Windu, although his plan proved unsuccessful. The legendary bounty hunter died in Return of the Jedi by stumbling into the Sarlacc pit out of his armor. 5th place, Bill Murray, Zombieland. Zombieland is a 2009 zombie comedy film that follows a geeky college student, Jesse Eisenberg, making his way through a post-apocalyptic zombie apocalypse, meeting 3 strangers, Woody Harrelson, Emma Stone, and Abigail Breslin along the way, and together taking an extended road trip across the southwestern United States in an attempt to find a sanctuary free from zombies. When the group reaches Hollywood, Tallahassee directs them to the mansion of Bill Murray. Tallahassee and Wichita meet Murray himself, uninfected but disguised as a zombie so he can walk safely around town. Murray is killed when Columbus shoots him, mistaking him for a real zombie during a practical joke while watching Ghostbusters with Little Rock. 4th place, Donald Gennaro, Jurassic Park. Donald Gennaro is a supporting protagonist in the film Jurassic Park. A lawyer for Cowan, Swain, and Ross, Gennaro is a family man with a daughter. He had to miss his daughter's birthday to attend Jurassic Park, to which neither he, his wife, nor his daughter were happy. Following a series of deaths at Jurassic Park, Gennaro is sent by his employers to determine if the park is safe for visitors, with explicit instructions to shut John Hammond down if it isn't. A somewhat greedy and cautious, even cowardly man, Gennaro nevertheless overcomes his fear, and particularly when he is assisting game warden Robert Muldoon in trying to capture escaped dinosaurs such as the Tyrannosaurus Rex. He eventually decides to do as his employer from the law firm suggested and shut Jurassic Park, and ends up assisting Alan Grant and Ellie Sattler in their mission to the raptor nest. He escapes from the island aboard a helicopter along with the other surviving characters at the end, although he later dies of dysentery while on a business trip, as revealed in The Lost World. 3rd place, Samuel Jackson and Dwayne Johnson, The Other Guys. The Other Guys is a 2010 buddy cop action comedy film. In the movie, we are introduced to the 2 top cops in the city, Danson and Highsmith. Both cops are the hotshot, maverick, impossibly cool cops who, despite their tendency to cause unbelievable amounts of property damage to the city and its inhabitants in the apprehension of small-time criminals, are considered the best on the NYPD. Danson and Highsmith chasing the mercs that perform a jewelry robbery to the top of a 20-story building and choosing to leap off the roof after them, exhorting one another to aim for the bushes. No one's ever entirely sure why Danson and Highsmith thought they could make it. Anyways, this was the last jump of their lives. 2nd place, Thunder, Big Trouble in Little China. Big Trouble in Little China features Kurt Russell as Jack, a bumbling truck driver who thinks he is an action hero caught up in the attempts of ancient Chinese wizard Lo Pan to regain his human form. The film tells the story of Jack Burton, who helps his friend Wang Chi rescue Wang's green-eyed fiancée from bandits in San Francisco's Chinatown. They go into the mysterious underworld beneath Chinatown, where they face an ancient sorcerer named David Lo Pan, who requires a woman with green eyes to marry him to release him from a centuries-old curse. Unstoppable warriors take down all in their path: rain, lightning, and thunder. At the climax, a lucky throw of a knife brings Lo Pan down, leaving Thunder face to face with Jack and his friends. Seeing his master fallen and realizing that he has failed to protect him with his life, Thunder grows incandescent with fury and then begins to swell. So the film's greatest antagonist commits suicide by inflating himself to the point that he explodes from a combination of rage and dishonor. Before we get to the top spot on our list, here's a look at some honorable mentions.
Fucking cell phone, man! Martin, into your pocket! What's happening to me? What's happening?
Don't you know it's rude to eavesdrop?
Who's winning the match? It's not very well ventilated down there.
Got something really special for you.
1st place, The Swordsman, Raiders of the Lost Ark. The iconic scene where Indy shoots the swordsman is one of the biggest laughs in Raiders of the Lost Ark. Indiana Jones searches across the globe for the missing Ark of the Covenant, said to make any army invincible. Indy must find and return the Ark to a museum before it can be reached by the Nazis, who want to give its power to Hitler. Along the way, Indy is confronted by different agents of the Nazi regime that attempt to stop him, including a feared assassin swordsman in Cairo, Egypt. The swordsman challenges Indy in a crowded Cairo marketplace, intending to kill him in a sword fight. The swordsman laughs and brandishes his weapon to intimidate, while the exhausted Indiana Jones pulls out the gun because he's in a time crunch to find Marion Ravenwood and shoots him point blank. So what are your thoughts on these funniest deaths? Let us know in the comments below. And while you're at it, make sure to leave us a like, share this video with your friends, and also subscribe to our channel for more videos like this one. We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time for more.